welcome to San Diego Comic-Con 2012. I have just discovered a secret video game room that is devoid of all that cosplay and all that Spider-Man, but pure fighting games. And let's take a look right now. It's sponsored by SD Tekken here in the heart of San Diego. As you can see, we have a million developer kits playing the latest demo of Tekken Tag 2 provided by Namco. We're playing on... We just have Harada lounging. Oh my god, if we could get a quick interview. Could I ask a few questions?
Yeah.
Harada was great enough to provide these developer kits so we could play on these demo systems. Let's get a few questions because I just went to the Tekken party last night. Last night, I witnessed something incredible. Everyone is sort of taken aback by the lights and the great food, of course, but I saw little sand sanitizers at every station, and I thought that this was the greatest thing ever. So I want to know about Harada's attention to detail when it comes to throwing parties and how that translates over to making video games.
Are you okay? You're gonna get slammed for having translation in the video game?
It's okay. We have all the time.
すごい目立ったのがさ、音楽とか来店とかいろんな人がそういうところに目奪われたところ、彼が気づいたのはスティックの隣にそうで、ああいう細かいところさすがなと思って、そういう原さんがやったと思ってるんだけど、そういうところはさ、細かいところが結構ゲーム開発にも影響したりするんですか？
もともとはナムコっていうのはゲームセンターやっぱ経営してて、やっぱそういうところでお客さんの日本でいうところのいわゆるホスピタリティとかおもてなしっていうところをすごい重要視してるので、特にこうみんなが使うスティックだからこうちゃんとねアルコールあるとかあれ、ちゃんとね、MS の人が昨日は用意してくれたんですで、その他その演出面も含めてどうもてなすかってことはゲーム開発者にとって日本人は結構重要だと思ってて、みんなすごい、これ海外も同じだと思うんだけどね、特に日本の開発者は意外とそのおもてなしというかホスピタリティっていうのは、ユーザーインターフェースとか含めてかなり考えてる方だと思いますけど。
Well, it was interesting that you noticed that that particular element itself was something that the Microsoft staff provided. But as far as the overall event and the other details and such that made it what it was, that part of it, I guess, is Japanese people, especially Namco, since we're arcade based. You have your particular core customer that comes into the arcade. They pay for each time they play, so the hospitality that you show them and that attention to detail and how you have them enjoy the whole experience is something that's really an important part of our corporate culture. And even to Japanese in particular, I guess, overall, just how you present that service. So that really is important in the game design as well, whether it be the user interface or what kind of things you're having them do in your game. Is it easy, convenient, intuitive? Those are all part of the hospitality that's involved in that.
Awesome. My personal favorite stage in Tag 2 is the tuna fishing stage. And I noticed that the fishermen are like throwing fish overboard, but of course we all know that the reality is there's an overfishing problem faced by the fishermen. So I guess once the Chinese discover the great taste of sushi, I think the tuna stock would be depleted from the world. So I wanted to ask Harada-san's opinion about sort of fishing conservation, and also what is his I'll ask that later.
一番気に入ってるステージはカツオですね。そうそう。で、もうみんなこう大げさにバーッと引っ張り出してこうやってるんだけど、ゲームだけどね、その実際の事情だとするとそのツナだと思ってるから、結構深刻な問題としてなくなってきていると。で、例えば中国人が寿司の味を覚えたらさらにもうやばいことになるんじゃないかと。原さん、この取りすぎとかそういうのに関してどう思ってるかと。
まず一つ言えるのは、あれ実はツナに見えてるけど、 カツオなんだよ。
あ、カツオ？
で、そう、あそこの BGM の名前もノットツナってBGM ネームで、実はカツオの一本釣りっていう、まあ、日本の、まあ、伝統的な、漁法として実際あるんですよ、カツオの一本釣り。だから、で、まあ、なんでしょうね、難しい問題だけど、ですね、結局、なんでこう資源がなくなるかって言って人が増えすぎてるからね。間違いなく。で、全員が、こう、幸せで全員がこう、本当に、食べ物食べれて、で、このまま人口が増えていったら、ね、別に魚に限らず全部物が枯渇していくので、水もやばいしね、水の循環が間に合わないわけでしょ、地球の。だからこれはちょっと地球全体の問題としてみんなで考えないと、ね、まず最初に滅びるのは我々だと思うので、人間だね、人間が真っ先に多分滅びることになると思うので、ちょっとね考えなきゃいけないと思うんですけど、なんでこんな話してんだろうな。
もっと遊びの変化変えたしない。
まあだからみんなちょっと人口がちょっと増えすぎてるので、そうだな、どうすればいいんだろうね、この問題はね。
原さんね、いつも言ってるような回答は言えね
いや、言えないんだよね。俺、持論はあるんだけど、実は。本当に、
対象問題だ。
これはね、問題発言になってしまうので、言えないんですね。言えないから、歯切れが悪い。だから、俺は、もうちょっと人口が増えすぎないような、工夫をすべきだと本当は思ってるんだけど、まあ、なかなか難しいですね、これね。それはちょっと三島財閥の三島平八とか風間仁がなんかやろうとしてる悪いことにつながってしまうので、あまり言えません。はい。
So, the stage actually is not tuna, as you thought. It's katsuo, which I believe in English is called bonito.
Bonito.
And it's funny because the BGM to the stage is actually called not tuna. So, and what they're doing is the way they're using the fishing pole to do that is called katsuo no ipponzuri. It's a tradition for Japan. And so that's really the background of the stage. But as far as the problem you mentioned about overfishing and stuff like that, it really is a serious problem. But not just for fishing, all resources, natural and such, even water, per se, is said to be going to be in danger in the future. So, and that's just because people in general, there's so many humans, the population has increased that we don't know how long that will be sustained, right? And his answer has gotten kind of long because he really has a more interesting answer that he always tells me. But if he said it on camera, it would cause a problem for the company. So he did give you a hint.
Right.
Jin and Kazuya, some kind of ways that they have that would kind of inadvertently control the human population is something that he kind of feels is an interesting solution, game-wise anyways. But he can't say that as a public figure.
Okay. Now, I've seen Harada on the road, going from place to place, promoting the game, and I think that's a new role that a game producer has to do nowadays and be the social media manager and whatnot. When he sees, his counterpart, Ono, I guess, sort of get overworked, how does Harada make sure that he himself is not pushed past the limits and then, he has to collapse some, like, karoshi or something? How does he keep it all in control?
最近ゲームプロデューサーというとゲーム制作以外に各国回ってで原さんも特にそうなんだけど、結構過酷じゃないですか。で小野さんを見ると倒れて健康問題もつながっちゃったんだけど、原さんそういうことがないとは言い切れないじゃない。そういうのをどっか気をつけてるところとかどういう心構えでやってるのかとか。現に小野さんに言われたよね。そう実はねおととい小野から実は結構警告を真面目にされまして、だから俺のスケジュールを見て
あ、これ絶対倒れるよって言われて、俺も全く同じパターンだったから、これ絶対倒れるよって警告されたから、だからちょっとね心配してるんですけど、どうやってるかというと、実はあまり対策はしてなくて、まあ、今回のこの発掘なんとかすごくいいものできそうなので、いいものができて世の中に出れば休めると信じて、それだけを糧に頑張ってるという感じですね。はい。でも本当にいいものになってますから。
Well, it's funny you should mention that because when we met Ono-san at the panel the other day, he actually told Harada-san, you think you might be okay, but it happened to me. It could easily happen to you. And he was quite serious when he said that. And Harada-san realizes that is a risk, of course. And he doesn't really take any countermeasures per se. The schedule we have is pretty tough, and we're continuing as normal. But it's because this time for Tag 2, we really have been able to accomplish a lot. There really is a lot that we've been able to do. We just feel that people are going to be so excited about it. If we just make it that much longer until there's only 2 months to release, so if we can try that much longer, get it out, and everyone's going to be so excited about it. He feels that he'll be able to have a break there.
Yeah, you have to do Lastly, this is all great and all for the North American release, but what does Harada have in store for the Southeast Asian launch for Tekken Tag?
それ実はね、今からちょっとプランニングしていて、アジアの、PR マーケティングのチームからいろいろイベントの話とか、出てきています。なんで、もうちょっとしたら発表できると思うんですけど、実はね、この後オーストラリア行って、シンガポール行って、そのままね、コミコン会場から。で、日本に帰るんですけど、すぐ週末また韓国行くんですよ。だからね、実は、ずっと、先週はだからほら、UK、ジャーマニー、イタリー、スペイン、フランス、回ってここに来たんだけど、実はそうやってね、欧米だけじゃなくて、ちゃんと東半球も回ってますんで、そういうファンイベントみたいなまたやろうと思ってます。はい、期待してください。
So, yeah, we're still finalizing our launch plans for Southeast Asia. We just got back from a tour of Europe, going to the UK, Spain, Italy, France, Germany, and then hardly a break before we come here.
Crazy.
Then after this, we go to Australia, Singapore, get back for a day or so, and then he's off to Korea. So, not only are we in Europe and in the US, but we do go to Asia and such quite a bit. And we are currently working with our sales and PR staff that specialize in the Asian territories to finalize these plans. And if you guys can wait a little bit more, Harada-san will have more details shortly.
Awesome. So this is producer Harada and Michael from Tekken Project, and they know how to not only make a crazy game, but throw an awesome party, and we thank them so much for being here. Oh, hi.
ちなみに日本語結構話すの
昨日はうちのパネル、ナムコバンダイのパネルをやって、その一昨日カプコンのパネルをやった時に、ストリートファイタートリビアの、クイズがあったのね。でそこで何千人いたあれ2000人以上いたよな。2000人ぐらいいるパネルでオリコンさんステージいたんだけど、でカプコンの人がクイズを出したのね、ストリートファイターでレインボーミカの本名はっていうトリビアクイズがあって、あんなにストリートファイターファンいっぱいいて、しかも俺普段からツイッターでレインボーミカを鉄拳クロスストリートファイターに出してくれとかレインボーミカレインボーミカレインボーミカレインボーミカってみんな言ってくるくせに誰も答えられなかったの。ってことはよ、これしかもレインボーミカのフィギュア昔カプコンが出した時全然売れなかったんだって俺ね、あれみんなレインボーミカ出してくれってすごい言ってくるけどね、実は人気ないんじゃないかと思っててだからレインボーミカ出したら絶対人気出るよとかっていう嘘を僕につくのはやめてください。絶対みんなあんま知らないでしょ、レインボーミカのこととか本当は。だからね、僕はあれで一昨日のパネルで確信しましたね。レインボーミカファン、自称レインボーミカ大好きって言ってる人は俺本当はレインボーミカ使わないんじゃないかなと思ってますんで、 ちゃんと皆さん意見というかリクエストを出すときは僕がいかにどんなに好きでどんなに詳しいかってことをちゃんとね併記してツイッターで言ってきてください。あんまりいい加減なことを教えないでくださいね。
Well, we do have one last thing that he really wants to say. We were at the Capcom panel 2 days ago. There was maybe 2,000 or so Street Fighter fans all there. We kind of jumped in unexpected because they had this trivia about the various Street Fighter characters. And one of the questions was, what is Rainbow Mika's real name, right? And so, since Harada-san on Twitter is always bombarded about Rainbow Mika, please put her in Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and I love her so much, she's so awesome, that no one could answer the question. So if you guys love her so much, why don't you even know that? And he heard from Ono-san that they had a figure a while back of Rainbow Mika, but that it didn't sell at all. So he's thinking recently, after seeing all this, that maybe the people who say they are real fans of Rainbow Mika, perhaps not so much. So he wants them to stop lying to him on Twitter.
Posers.
So that, if you're going to say, we want this in the game and this is why, then please include a little bit of what you know about the character and why you're so fond of it, so that you're not just saying, bring back or include something just for the sake of that.
Be serious with the request and do your homework. There's Wikipedia on Rainbow Mika. Don't do that. Don't waste this man's time. It's too valuable. 本当にありがとうございます。体大事になさってください。So there you have it. This is the ST Tekken room here at Comic-Con. If you're coming down, you're tired of lugging all those shopping bags with all those cool comic paraphernalia, you can come down here, rest your feet, play some games, play the latest dev kit of the Tekken Tag 2. You can bump into Harada. We've got Markman, he's got all those sticks. We have a Hori with a new fighting edge. Come down here, Comic-Con 2012. We hope to see you next year. After San Diego Comic-Con, Harada, never the one to rest, took a 20-hour jet plane all the way to the southern hemisphere where the toilet water flushes in the opposite direction, met up with the Australian crew, our boys from Shadaloo, and met the local Tekken community there. And then he flew all the way to beautiful Singapore, and right when he got off the plane, took a straight taxi to TKA Virtualand where he met all the local arcade heroes, and did a meet and greet and a signing session. After that, we gave him the keys to the Cross Counter Asia Batcave Tough Cookie Gaming Cafe, where all the console players gathered, and they were looking forward to the console release of Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which is coming out in mid-September, depending on your region. So we wish you, Harada-san and Michael-san, and the whole Tekken team a safe journey wherever you're going. We know that it's very hectic, and we've seen that Ono fell victim to that hectic schedule, but we pray that you guys are able to fly first class and use those crazy reclining seats. I don't know what's in there, because they always close the sheets on us, and I'm like peering in from the economy class. We hope you fly well, we hope you stay healthy, and we will see you back here in Singapore on September 3rd.